and salutations, my dearest friends. My name's Samantha, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite pirate romances. Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Trope Week. If you guys didn't know, I am doing a series on my channel where every day for a week I take one specific romance book trope and I give you a ton of recommendations. And today we're talking all about pirate romances. This one is going to be a little bit shorter than my other videos. Well, I say it's going to be shorter. I don't know. Because I don't really have that many recommendations. I think today I'm going to be talking about 5 books, and they're just some pirate romances that I've read recently and have really loved. I know there are so many more books out there that I need to read. So there might be a part 2 to this video or a reading vlog. I don't know. But if you want even more pirate romance recommendations, I would highly recommend you guys checking out Jessica from Peace Love Books. Her channel is a wealth of knowledge and she loves pirate romances. I think she has done a book recommendation or a reading vlog on this trope, so I'm sure you guys can find some awesome recommendations from her. Anyway, my voice sounds a little scratchy because I'm getting over a cold. I feel like I've been saying that in like my last 10 videos, but this cold will not go away. Alright, first up is the first pirate romance that I ever read and I still think is phenomenal, and that is Gentle Rogue by Miss Johanna Lindsey, first of all. So I know my ring light is the worst. I know this, okay? But look at this cover. It is stunning. I love it so much and it kind of matches my outfit. I mean, hello. It is the 3rd book in the Mallory Anderson series. It was actually the first book I read that was in that series, and I was able to follow along just fine. The book follows Georgina Anderson and James Mallory. Georgina is actually betrothed. She made a deal with like an old childhood friend that they were supposed to marry each other, and now she is coming to fulfill that marriage or fulfill that deal. But they were kids when they made that marriage, and the person that she was supposed to marry isn't exactly who she thought he was. He is actually married to someone else, and she's a little devastated by it, so she decides that she wants to get on the very first ship back home to America, but there's not many ships that are available, so she ends up going on a pirate ship with our hero, and she pretends to be a boy. She dresses up in boy's clothing so that she can pretend to be a cabin boy, and she is his own personal cabin boy, and of course he sees right through their disguise and it follows their romance. It has a little bit of a forced proximity trope because they are on a ship together in the same room for an extended period of time. I think this book is fabulous for many reasons. First of all, they're actually on the sea. There are so many pirate romances where they're on the sea like for 2 seconds and it drives me insane. Like, this had the perfect balance of actually being on a boat and then also being on land. And I loved the family dynamic in this book. They both come from really large families, and if you're a part of this series, the whole series follows like all of her brothers and her uncles and her cousins, and it's a huge family dynamic that is really hilarious. Like, a lot of parts of these books are very humorous. James Mallory is one of my favorite heroes. He is a strong alpha hero for sure, but he's also just hilarious and sweet and amazing, and I love him to pieces. I think they fit together so well. I don't know, it just has all the tropes that I love. An alpha hero, pirate romance, forced proximity, age gap. Read this book. So the next one is a pretty popular one here on BookTube, and that is Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. I will say that this is a darker romance. It does have quite a few trigger warnings, so make sure to check those out. It follows our heroine. She is a female pirate, and it is a love triangle. She is married to another pirate, but they're going through some marital troubles, and in the midst of all of that, she actually gets kidnapped by a pirate hunter, who is our other hero. It is a love triangle with our female pirate, her pirate husband, and then a pirate hunter, and it is fabulous and heart-wrenching and wonderful, and the writing in this book is out of this world. It really is. The romance that she has with these men is electric, absolutely electric, and the ending. I'm not going to tell you guys the ending because it's a major spoiler, but let's just say Pam Godwin did what she needed to do. She did what she needed to do. She really did it for the girls, boys, everyone. Just read the ending. Well, don't read only the ending, read the whole book. But the ending was perfect and made this 5 stars. It was flawless. It was fabulous. It was a journey. Read this book. Okay, I have scoured my shelves for this next book and I cannot find it. I know that I have it because I read it for my book club, but I don't know where it is. And that is Pirate's Pleasure by Heather Graham. I read this for my book club called The Historical Hellions. If you didn't know, which I don't know how you don't know because I plug it in every single one of my videos, but I do a book club here on YouTube with my friend Jessica from Peace Love Books, and we read historical romances published before the year 2000. We've been doing it for a year now. Last year, now we're doing it this year, and we read a book a month and have live shows, and this was one of them. It's a pirate romance. I was genuinely surprised for my love. Okay, that sounds real mean. This book was a journey, okay? It really was. I was surprised how much I love it because this book had the most bonkers plot, but it was fabulous. It was kind of like a telenovela, lots of drama, lots of action, lots of pirate-ness. But I was here for it. This book follows Sky, our heroine. She is also betrothed. I guess that's the theme with our lovely ladies pirates. And she is supposed to meet her husband, but on her travels, her ship is overtaken and she is kidnapped. She's kidnapped by a notorious pirate and kind of taken for ransom. It follows her romance between the pirates. I feel like I don't want to say much about this book because the plot takes you a lot of different places and you just have to be prepared for the journey. Okay, so my next recommendation is by Beverly Jenkins, my queen, my everything, my favorite historical romance author. Duh. This is Destiny's Captive, and it's the third book in the Destiny trilogy, but can you read it? You can read it out of order. I read this series out of order. There is a side character that has like a side romance in the book, but I feel like you can catch up on just fine. This follows Noah Gates, who is the youngest Yates brother. The entire series follows him and his brothers. And he's a little bit different from his brothers. As young, he was basically kidnapped and forced into manual slavery on a ship. He did escape that past, but he's always kind of been changed because of it. And he is in the Dominican Republic on his ship to do some trading and traveling, and his ship is stolen and hijacked by a female pirate, who is our heroine. Yes, ma'am. He is just shocked and outraged that his ship was stolen, but also shocked and outraged that it was a woman. So he is determined to find her, and find her he does. And it follows their romance. This takes place in the Dominican Republic, like I said, which I loved because our heroine was Dominican. If you guys didn't know, my dad is Dominican, and I love seeing that culture in a book when they talk about like the food and the culture, and it's so lovely. And Beverly Jenkins nails it every single time. The next one I'm going to talk about, I just started, so I wouldn't say this is a full-on recommendation, but I'm going to mention it. It is also by Beverly Jenkins. She has 2 pirate romances. This is Captured. Hero is the pirate in this book. He was a previous slave that got freed, and he's kind of made it his mission to become a pirate and attack slave ships so he can free other slaves. And that is also how he meets our heroine, who was on the slave ship, and he ends up helping her, and I think get back to her kids. I think she is a mother. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's another pirate romance that Beverly Jenkins has written. I'm like 100 pages in, and I do really like it. I enjoy Beverly Jenkins' writing, so I wanted to mention it even though I haven't finished it. Those were all of my recommendations. I told you it was a shorter list of recommendations. I try, when I do these tropes, I try to give you like 10 to 12, sometimes 15 recommendations, but this one, I kept it a little bit shorter, so I hope you guys didn't mind. There are many pirate romances that are on my TBR, and I'm just gonna quickly go over them if you also want to add them on your TBR. We have The Pirate Lord by Sabrina Jeffries, which is another historical romance. We have A Captain of Pleasures by Cressley Cole. I know everybody loves Cressley Cole, and I've only read a couple of her books, so I'm very interested in like diving in her backlist. Jennifer Ashley has a pirate romance, which I didn't know. Everybody likes Jennifer Ashley like newer books, but I've never heard them talk about her pirate romance. I think it's like The Karen Feeding of something. I can't remember. I'll put it right here. Very interested in trying that out. There is The Devil and the Deep Blue Sea by Amelia Wilde, and I think this is a contemporary romance that involves pirates. It's not historical, I don't think. Those are just some like very quick recommendations. Well, not even recommendations because I haven't read them. Those are books that I have on my own TBR, so let me know if you've read them and if they're worth checking out. that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are enjoying Trope Week so far. As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.